I think Selena Gomez is pretty.
Oh,
but I
okay.
don't like her. I think she's cute. I think she's a cutie, but
Best part of the teenage years. That shut off perfect timing.
I know, right?
I was like,
'Cause we getting
cute.
deep.
It's on
Yeah, we're
purpose.
getting deep.
There's a very long history there, and it's not my relationship. It has nothing to do with me, so I respect that a lot.
What was it?
Owning a Ferrari.
No, not that.
Going deeper than
The
that.
sickest part when I was probably my relationship with my ex-girlfriend.
All right, grab your snacks and settle in, because what we're about to talk about is serious drama. Yes, we're talking about Hailey Bieber, Justin Bieber, and the always present shadow of his ex, Selena Gomez. You know that awkward situation where you break up with someone, but somehow they're still kind of everywhere? Their name keeps coming up. Their songs play at just the wrong time, and you keep running into reminders of them when you least expect it. That's apparently what's going on between Justin and Selena. At least that's what some sources are now claiming. There's been talk online that Selena has privately told people Justin just can't seem to let go of the past. Rumors are floating around saying he's still emotionally stuck, still thinking about her, and maybe even still caught up in old feelings. Of course, the internet is full of gossip and people love to speculate, but this time it feels a little different. The whispers seem louder and the details a bit more personal. Almost like it's not just fan theory, but something real might be happening behind the scenes. Trying to figure out what's actually going on in anyone's relationship is hard enough, but when that relationship is constantly under a microscope, it's even tougher. For Hailey and Justin, every move they make is watched and picked apart, and with Selena's name still hanging around their story, it creates even more pressure. Every old photo, every song lyric, every Instagram like becomes a clue for fans trying to figure out whether Justin has really moved on. For a while, it did seem like things had calmed down. Selena was doing her own thing, keeping a low profile and focusing on her career. Justin and Hailey were busy building their life together, and from the outside, things looked pretty peaceful. But things shifted again when Selena announced her engagement to Benny Blanco. That happy news seemed to stir up a whole wave of emotions in Justin, and once again, we're watching the same old triangle unfold: Justin, Hailey, and the ghost of Selena Gomez. It honestly feels like a rerun at this point. Like we've seen this story play out before. Justin and Hailey have been married for a while now. They've been open about their love, their bond, and their journey together. They've gone through major life changes, including welcoming a baby. On paper, it sounds like a solid marriage. A couple moving forward, leaving the past behind. That's what most people believed. But now, it's starting to seem like the past isn't as far behind as we thought. The reports say Hailey isn't just aware of Justin's lingering feelings, she's deeply affected by them. Imagine trying to hold your marriage together while feeling like your husband might still be emotionally tied to someone else. That's a hard situation for anyone, let alone someone constantly being watched by the public. Many people thought Justin had moved on, that marrying Hailey and building a family meant he had let go of whatever he had with Selena. But if these reports are true, that assumption might have been wrong. Meanwhile, Selena's life has taken a different path. After the very public breakup with Justin, she took a step back. Instead of jumping into another relationship, she focused on her health, her music, and her makeup brand, Rare Beauty. She worked on herself, built her career, and gave herself space to grow. And even though she's had a few relationships since, nothing seemed forced or rushed. She gave herself time to heal. Now she's engaged to Benny Blanco, and by all appearances, she's genuinely... It looks like she's ready for this next chapter in her life, one that doesn't include Justin. And that's a big contrast to what we're seeing from him. It's almost like he skipped the whole healing part after their breakup and rushed into a new relationship before he was emotionally ready. Hailey was there, and they got married pretty quickly after his split from Selena. Maybe he thought that was the right move at the time, but now it seems like some old feelings were just pushed aside rather than dealt with. Everyone handles breakups differently. Some people need time to reflect and process. Others try to move forward as fast as possible, hoping it'll help them forget. But if you don't really face your emotions, they have a way of catching up with you. And that might be what's happening with Justin now. Selena, on the other hand, took the time she needed to move on. She didn't just move forward. She grew. She found someone new only after she was ready. And that's made all the difference. Even before the latest news hit the internet, fans had started noticing changes in Justin's behavior. His posts on social media, his mood during public appearances, it all seemed off. Hailey always tried to downplay it, blaming it on the stress of adjusting to being new parents. And to be fair, that's a huge change, and it's normal for people to feel overwhelmed. But now that everything is coming out, people are looking at those old signs in a new light. Every time Selena posted something sweet with Benny, maybe a romantic picture or a glimpse of her engagement ring, Hailey would respond with something of her own. A new photo with Justin, a loving caption that said, "We're good," without actually saying it. It looked like damage control, like she was trying to hold the narrative together. But at some point, cracks started to show. The story she was trying to sell just didn't match what fans were seeing and feeling. One of the biggest clues came from Justin himself, his own social media activity. Right after the news broke about Selena's engagement, Justin posted a picture with Hailey. They were kissing, looking happy. Nothing too out of the ordinary. But it was the song he added that got people talking. He used Lizzie McAlpine's track, All My Ghosts. Not exactly a feel-good love song. It's more about the memories that stick around, about being haunted by the past. The lyrics are especially telling. Lines like, I can see it now, the wedding of the year, and he stands up there and wipes his tears, made fans stop and wonder, is Justin imagining himself at Selena's wedding, feeling emotional watching her start a life with someone else? The song continues with, when all my ghosts disappear, I can see it crystal clear. That sure sounds like someone trying to say goodbye to something that's been lingering for a long time. Then comes the line, all my ghosts are with me. I know you feel them too. It's almost like he's addressing Hailey directly, acknowledging that she can feel the weight of his past too, that even though they're together, there are still emotional shadows hanging around. It's not a good sign, especially when you consider how carefully celebrities usually craft their posts. That kind of message doesn't happen by accident. So here we are again, watching a familiar drama play out in real time. Only now, it's messier and more complicated, because there's a marriage and a baby involved. The question on everyone's mind is simple. Can Justin really move on? Or is he going to stay stuck in the past? And how long can Hailey keep pretending everything's fine when it clearly isn't? One fan didn't hold back, saying, listen to that song carefully. Justin's trying to send Selena a message. Another joked, of course he posted something now, suggesting Justin couldn't resist reacting to Selena's engagement news. Twitter lit up with theories. One tweet read, y'all, why did Justin Bieber post a pic with his wife with All My Ghosts by Lizzie McAlpine right after Selena got engaged? You can't make this up. It summed up the general confusion and disbelief. Another user added, I don't know if Justin's serious or trolling, which pretty much echoed everyone's thoughts. This isn't the first time Justin's music stirred up talk about Selena. Back in 2021, fans were convinced his song Ghost, about grieving someone, was also about her. Justin explained it was meant to give hope and reflect healing after loss, but the connection to Selena was too strong for fans to ignore. Now, with Ina, this new post and All My Ghosts, it feels like he's reigniting those old feelings, on purpose or not. Then came another bombshell. Justin unfollowed Hailey on Instagram. Yes, his wife. Fans noticed right away and went wild with speculation. Trouble in paradise, a PR stunt, or maybe a hacker? Just hours before, he had posted a sweet pic of Hailey calling her the greatest woman I've ever known. So how do you go from that to unfollowing her? It didn't add up. He later refollowed her and claimed someone else had accessed his account. Someone went on my account and unfollowed my wife. It's getting sus out here, he explained. But the internet wasn't buying it. Many pointed out that they were vacationing in Aspen together. So how could someone hack him while he had his phone? Some fans were worried, especially since the couple now has a 5-month-old son. Others were more skeptical and believed the whole thing was a setup. Rumors of a new album dropping in 2025 have been making rounds, and this kind of chaos tends to generate publicity. Wouldn't be the first time drama was used to create buzz. Of course, the memes followed. Justin and Hailey were photoshopped laughing at the chaos, while others compared the situation to classic celebrity scandals. Even in drama, the internet finds humor. But then came Hailey's response. In what looked like classic damage control, she posted a casual photo dump. Among snowy Aspen landscapes, road beauty products, and fashion snaps, one photo stood out. Justin napping. The caption? Just a cheese and smiling face emoji. No explanations. Just a quiet way of saying, we're fine. Still, beneath the surface, things might not be as perfect as they seem. A recent report from the US Sun claims Hailey's close friends are concerned. One insider reportedly said, Hailey's been struggling with Justin almost from the beginning. She loves him, but he's unpredictable. If true, this suggests deep-rooted problems that even a peaceful vacation can't fix. Despite everything, Justin and Hailey keep putting on a united front. Romantic date nights, sweet posts, and public affection. But it feels like damage control. 6 years into their marriage, and the breakup rumors just won't go away. They've both spoken about how difficult their first year of marriage was. They were young, under pressure, and navigating a very public relationship. But with all the continued whispers, suspicious posts, and the Selena connection still lingering, fans are left wondering, is their picture-perfect love story cracking behind the scenes? One thing's for sure. Whether it's music choices, Instagram, slip-ups, or cryptic photo dumps, this saga isn't ending anytime soon. The internet is watching, waiting, and ready for the next twist.